I am a red jacket, violent, habitual felony offender according to the state of Florida. They read a newspaper article and called me Broward County's worst of the worst. I was in that courtroom and they were talking about the crimes I committed and they're talking about the things I had done. I had done those things, but like in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm not that bad. When you sit in a courtroom and have a judge talk about giving you 120 years in Florida State Prison, it was a hopeless feeling. I was smoking cocaine at age 13. By age 15, I was injecting drugs. I went through every juvenile detention and behavior modification boot camp thing you could think of as a kid, and nothing worked. I used to hate to hear my name called, because every time I heard it called, it was like on a docket, or it was up on a board, or it was on a jail. Like it was everything associated with something bad. October 6th of 1992, I was arrested in Broward County, Florida. I was ultimately sentenced to 25 years in Florida State Prison. I didn't think I was ever getting out, man. While I was incarcerated, I decided to say a prayer one day. And I just basically told God, like, if you really are there and you really are this loving, kind, amazing God, like, you need to come fix this. Because I can't be this person anymore. I had a lot of questions, and I needed to understand how Jesus worked in the real world for a person like me. And he showed up. I read almost 5,000 books while I was incarcerated. Reading the Bible read different than any other book I read. When I first started reading, it was like reading hieroglyphics. I didn't understand anything that was in it. As time went on and I started praying over it and kept at it, it started to change my life gradually. I served 18 and a half years on that sentence. I got out April 30th of 2010, and coming back to society after being gone for so long, it's like getting dropped off on another planet. People get out and have nothing. No phone, no clothes, no food, nowhere to stay. Even if you have all the heart in the world to do something different, if you don't have a place to start, what are you gonna do? And I was introduced to Jobs Partnership by the local church down in downtown Orlando. I didn't know what to expect. I just heard job, and I showed up. And then I found something completely different. When I started the Jobs Partnership classes, and I learned a lot. How to conduct myself, how to have some decorum, some professionalism. You're not working for a paycheck, you're not working for your employer, you're working for God first. And it changed my life. And I did end up getting a good job that helped me get to the next level where I was able to learn a good skill set. Best thing out of Jobs Partnership, though, that I got was the relationships that I built. It's the love, it's the people that came around me, had mentored me, who came in on their time to invest in me. That was the catalyst to get me to the next level. It made me feel like I had some value.
The thing we hear all the time is that someone showed up for me. Someone was willing to invest a little bit of time to help me navigate this world of trying to find a job, get a better job. It's hard. It's hard.
And that's what we do at Jobs Partnership. We are helping people to overcome so that they can see a different tomorrow, and then give them access to opportunity. As they start to align with God's design for work, it opens their eyes that they really can pursue whatever God's called them to do. And when they do that, that's when they become unstoppable.
I ended up going on to make a six-figure salary. But at one point, I was managing over 60 people. It was a $10 million a year company. I just knew that that wasn't my purpose. And I could see how all the paths that I've gone since I've been out have all led me in one direction to a plan God ultimately had, which is go back behind the gates of jails and prisons and find those other people that are laying, staring up at the ceiling and trying to figure out how this is going to look when they get out. That's what I did. I left that job. I asked them to help me start this organization called the Penitent Thief Incorporated. I go into a county jail with my wife and present them with the story of Jesus, give them that hope I wanted when I was locked up. Jobs Partnership's a big part of the story.
God has a better vision and a better plan than you have.
things are pulling you in another direction, man, listen to that subtle voice of where God's trying to push you, right?
I was incarcerated. I met Paul. He helped me get a position at Aggressive Appliances, and he was like, you know, you just need some mentorship, some stewardship. He introduced me to Jobs Partnership, so now every Thursday I've been going.
I'm a true believer that God really prepares you for what he calls you to do. Without Jobs Partnership, my organization now that wouldn't exist, and I can't say that I would have made it. People heeding the call of the Holy Spirit that Jesus put on their heart to serve their fellow man is the reason I'm still here. Jobs are literally a byproduct of Jobs Partnership. Jobs Partnership is about the story of Jesus and investing in people's lives to step into their purpose.